Hello, class. Hope everyone's doing well. Here we are. I'm recording this video Thursday morning, October the 20th. So we're moving along throughout the semester, and yeah, things are overall I'm very impressed with this class. And I think this is the fourth semester that I've taught this class, and I your responses have been some of the best that I've seen, in my several semesters teaching this class, because, the recommendations that I'm providing you, you're definitely taking to heart and really expanding upon, and I really appreciate that. So, just a couple of, and the most recently, I did some personalized feedback in the most recent assignment that we did. But I wanted just to kind of do a quick review of a couple of my expectations when you're working on these assignments. First off, with every assignment that we do, whether it's an essay or discussion, make sure that you read the grading rubric so you know exactly what I'm looking for when I'm grading. Use that as a source to guide you. Especially for example, if it, a lot of you have missed points in previous assignments because you didn't do any citations. Whatever we read that week, make sure that you're citing that not only in your initial discussion, but also do a citation with in your classmate discussion. So, if one is the minimum, two I highly recommend, but if you do three or even four, I always, make sure I always note that and try to reward, additional, points and on your analysis when you goes with that. But make sure that whenever you don't just post something for the sake of posting, make sure that you're actually posting it. And then whatever the citation is, make sure you discuss that further. So, a lot of times students will just say, well, what? I'm just going to do a quotation and then not discuss it, hoping that'll get me points. Again, I read every word of every post, so make sure that whatever you post, you're adding, comments to it. And do that with your classmates. Offer them feedback and suggestions. You get a lot of points, for your classmate responses as well. And again, a couple of you, especially on our discussions, have forgotten to respond to your classmates. So make sure that you're always doing that. But again, make sure you read the grading rubric every week so you know exactly what it is that I'm looking for. So, and as far as the essays go, and again, I'm not saying this is happening with this class, but I've just seen this in previous classes. As we get to kind of, the second part of the semester, a lot of times in essays, students will kind of, because again, we're all busy, you kind of get into a routine. Maybe your essays aren't as long, they're not as detailed, there's fewer sources cited. Make sure you continue that same momentum that you started in the early part of the semester and continue it in the later parts, because again, I grade the same way with each assignment. So make sure that, if it says 1 to 2 pages, err on the side of 2, even 3 pages. I don't ever mind if I say, 1 to 2 pages or 2 to 3. If you go over, that doesn't bother me at all. I actually encourage that because it shows me you're putting extra effort into your assignment. So, those pages numbers are suggestions on your essays. But again, make sure you're citing at least 2 or 3 sources on your papers, because again, I always pay attention to that. So, and again, one final thing that I'll note is, again, I know we're kind of in the middle starting in the second half of the semester, and, you're in a routine, you kind of understand how I grade and what my expectations are. But again, as always, if you're missing any assignments or you find yourself, falling behind, please send me an email and let's work through that. Because again, I don't want anybody to lose any points for any reason. I want you all to do very well in this class. And the more you can let me help you, the better you're going to be able to do. So if you find yourself falling behind, or if you have questions on any of the assignments, please don't hesitate to let me know. I highly encourage it and welcome it. So, but again, thanks again, everybody, for your hard work. And yeah, as always, let me know if you have questions. Thanks.